with Carol Dixon is all about life and how to live that life positively, productively, and prayerfully. After decades of ministry, Dr. Dixon is qualified to address any topic of life from a biblical perspective. Let's listen now as Dr. Dixon comes forth.
Well, bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. This is Carol Dixon with Dash. I tell you, I enjoy my time with you, sharing the nuggets that you can take, oh my goodness, and just let it feed your soul. Good food for the soul. Well, do you know God will use anybody who will trust him and expect to be used by him? Not because of who you are, but because it brings him glory. I want to give you 4 steps to defeat your giants today. 1 Samuel 17, verses 45 and 46. This is what David had to say to defeating his giant, Goliath. He said, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hands, and the whole world will know that there is a God in Israel." Oh, God is so good. That's 1 Samuel 17, verses 45 and 46. If you want to be a person of great faith and with a great dream and a great life's work, do the very things that David did to defeat the giants of delay, discouragement, disapproval, and doubt. Didn't I say 4? Yeah, I'm going to give you 4. Number 1, remember how God has helped you in the past. David said there in 1 Samuel 17 and 37, "The Lord who rescued me from the claws of the lion and the bear will rescue me from this Philistine." When you remember the ways that God has helped you in the past, it gives you confidence for the future. Number 2, use the tools that God has given you now. Okay? David used the tools that God provided, and he utilized them in a strong way. Yeah. He went forth. He said, let's look at verse 38 through 40. Then Saul gave David his own armor. "I can't go in these," he protested to Saul. "I'm not used to them." So David took them off again. He picked up 5 smooth stones from a stream and put them into his shepherd's bag. Use the tools God has given you. Don't wait for something you don't have, money, education, or connections. Use the tools God has already given you to face your giants with confidence. Ignore the dream busters. It's number 3. It just come up out of my spirit. Yeah, ignore the dream busters. Later in David's life, when others were speaking against him, David had to encourage himself in the Lord. You remember that in 1 Samuel, the 30th chapter? And he had to encourage himself around the 6th verse. It says, David was seriously worried, for in their bitter grief for their children, his men began talking of killing him. But David took strength from the Lord. When you encourage yourself in the Lord, it's not just a positive mental attitude. There is a bedrock trust in God's grace. There's a bedrock trust in God's provision. There is a bedrock trust in God's security. And there is a bedrock trust in God's power. Oh my God. In other words, hands down, I don't even hear your voice. Your lips are only moving. I'm ignoring dream busters. Number 4, expect God to help you for his glory. David stormed the battlefield shouting, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hand." Oh, let me tell you right now, he was letting them know, I have already made the decision. I got that bedrock on the inside of me from what God has already done. Glory to God. And when you let the enemy know that, let them know I may not be like everybody else. I may not have the best armor. I may not be tall as my brothers. I may not even be the most talented. But God, I'm going to trust you. Glory to God. I will do anything, anytime, anywhere, in faith, even when it doesn't make sense to me. Oh my God. You do that, you get ready for an adventure. Oh, yes, I have a saying, buckle your seatbelts. You get ready for an adventure. God will use anybody who will trust him and expect to be used by him, not because of who you are, but because it brings him glory. Remember these 4 steps to defeat your giant, not because of who you are, but because of who God is, and he'll get the glory. I am Carol Dixon, and this is Dash.
We know you have been inspired. Your faith has been built, giving you a new perspective. Tell someone about Dash with Carol Dixon podcast. Someone you know needs to tune in. We're always on 24/7. Spread the word, won't you? We're helping you and many others with a positive, productive, and prayerful word. Thank you for joining us today. Take a moment now to leave a rating, review, and subscribe to our podcast app. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for listening to Dash with Carol Dixon.